Is there a better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day than Irish soda bread? Yeah, with scones. These orange blueberry scones are made with Irish soda bread, so they are so simple and quick to make. Those easy and simple ingredients of flour and buttermilk, and then amped up with fresh orange zest, wonderful blueberries, all folded together, baked for a few minutes, and then that glaze. It's more orange zest, juice, and powdered sugar, thrown over the top, drizzled all over, coming down the sides. These are fall apart tender, they are so flavorful, and they are a great way to celebrate the holiday. It's all coming up today on Wise Guide. You know, Irish soda bread is good, but it's kind of just like, oh yeah, it's good bread, it's a quick bread. I don't know, but you know what I do love? A really good scone. So when I was putting these together, I was like, okay, sometimes scones can kind of be dicey. You need to get that batter just right. They can be kind of sticky. Sometimes when you bake them then, if there's too much butter or if it's too soft, it kind of melts and they kind of go a little limp on one side or kind of fall down. Yeah, not when you make them with an Irish soda bread base. These are so easy and they bake up perfectly every time. You just throw all that dry ingredients into the mixer, you mix it together with the flavors you want. Seriously, these come out so great. I love it that you can make these a day before if you're gonna have a brunch or a breakfast. They're so delicious, they freeze great, but why would you need to freeze them? Because you're gonna eat them all. So if you wanna celebrate with me, you better get started making these. In the bowl of an electric mixer, yeah, I always use my electric mixer because one, if you have it, you might as well use it and it really is easier. Just put your flour, some sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Just mix that together on like a medium-low speed until it's well combined, and then just cut your butter up into small pieces. I do like to have cold butter for this because you want it to kind of be cold like you would for a pastry. So you want it to stay in really small pieces but still work into that dry mixture. Once you cut it up, just throw all the butter in piece by piece and let that keep mixing as you get all your wet ingredients combined. I just combine it in a large measuring glass because then it can pour out really easy. They're so multi-useful, you guys, in the kitchen. Combine your buttermilk, vanilla, 1 egg, orange zest. Very important here to have orange zest. Don't get any of that white pith because that's bitter and gross. You just want all that bright orange colored zest. The juice of the orange, I just like to squeeze it right through my hands. Why mess up anything? And then a little secret to amp up that orange flavor even more, some orange blossom water. Now you're probably gonna say, what? It's kind of like almond extract. It's extremely powerful, it is extremely flavorful, so you just want a little bit and it really is gonna bring out all that orange. Whisk that together just to break up the egg and get it really well combined. And then just pour it right into that mixer that's probably still going. At that point, the butter's gonna be really worked down. It's gonna look kind of like a coarse sand. Once you pour that wet ingredients in, within a few seconds, it's gonna come together as a really sticky batter. That's exactly what you want. Turn the mixer off, flour a board or your counter really well. It's really sticky, don't worry about having too much flour. Put that batter or dough right on top of the flour. Press it out just so you have more surface area to add the blueberries. And then just put on your frozen blueberries. You could use fresh here, but I like how the frozen ones stay together really well and they don't kind of mash up as you're kneading this. Once you have all your frozen blueberries on top, you can kind of just press them down, make sure they're really in that dough, and then fold it over on itself and just work it together into a big, nice disc. Okay, didn't I say this was gonna be easy? And you can see now why that flour really helps. Once it's patted out and pretty much even, you can just use a big knife, or I like to use a spinach scraper and just cut them up into pieces. Once it's in its round shape, just slice this up into 8 equal pieces. They are ready to go and look just like a perfect scone. Put them on a parchment lined baking sheet. These don't spread too much, so you can actually put them all onto one baking sheet. That is a total bonus in my book. And then right into the oven. Usually I would like to put a little bit of cream on top or an egg or some sugar, but these guys are gonna get a glaze on top, so don't worry about them not having anything put on top. Once they are baked, they are gonna be puffed up, they're gonna hold their shape really well, they're gonna be golden on top and dry to the touch. You're gonna pull them out of the oven and let them cool. And while they're cooling, you can mix up that great orange glaze. This is just a beautiful glaze, and let me tell you why. Because not only is it sweet and it kind of balances out those flavors in there because we didn't put too much sugar in the actual scone, but also it really punches home that orange flavor. It has more zest, more juice, and so you are getting a sweet, flavorful punch right on top of the scone. And it's a glaze, so it's really easy. In a large dish, just whisk together some powdered sugar, orange zest, and orange juice. Whisk that up until it's a good glazing consistency. If you need to, you can add more juice, or you can add more sugar to make it thicker. Once the scones are cool to the touch, if you put it on too warm, it's just gonna kind of melt off of them and soak in. So let them cool a little bit and then just pour it on top. I like to have a lot of glaze because I like it to come down the sides, I like it to drip off, I like it to glisten on top, and I like to taste it in every bite because I love glaze. It's like frosting. I always want the corner piece of cake with the extra frosting, all the little bits, and then when they scrape it off and there's still extra frosting on the thing, I'm like, no, 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 scrape that off too. Same thing with glaze, guys. I want all that glaze on top and then just let me spoon everything that drips off and put it on top too. I love glaze. I think I have a sweet tooth. These are so delicious and they are ready to serve. They're great warm, they are great at room temperature. You can make them a day or two ahead. You could freeze them up to 3 weeks beforehand if you want to. Pull them out and glaze them right before serving because then they're gonna look beautiful. If you agree and wanna celebrate St. Patrick's Day with these scones, make sure to like, share, subscribe. For the recipe, go to the description box. For more amazing recipes, go to wiseguide.com. And until next time, happy baking.